All right, Shalom. This is Brother Mayim coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone who do real well. And much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth of sincerity. All right, so you just got done people celebrating yesterday what is known as Christmas, all right, which is quote unquote the birth of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is completely false. That's not biblical. All right, nowhere in the scriptures does it tell you that he was born on in the dead winter when everything is dying. All right, it goes back, all right, to what was it, Tammuz. All right, I believe it goes back farther than that. Memory serves me right. I know it goes back to Babylonian, but it goes back to Tammuz, Semiramis, and Nimrod. All right, if like I said, I haven't gone into the full history on it in a while. It's been about a year, I'd say. All right, usually around this time, brothers like to go in on this, but this is not going to be a history lesson on the pagan holiday of Christmas. This is going to be an exhortation to you brothers and you sisters who might be watching these videos, all right, to stop celebrating Christmas. All right, it's not biblical and the Most High despises it. All right, and we're going to get into it, but first let me get this first precept here. This is Exodus chapter 23 and verse 2, and this is a law here. It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. And what's evil? The Christmas. All right, first, like I said, and we're going to read through the scriptures, it is not a biblical holiday. All right, it is not a holy day, which is what the word holiday goes back to. It is not a holy day. This is a pagan holiday. All right, it's a pagan worship day. All right, like I said, you're worshiping Tammuz, Semiramis, and Nimrod. All right, that's what this whole damn near almost every pagan holiday goes back to. All right, some type of worship of either Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. All right, and if you don't know who they are, then you need to do your research, like the scriptures say. Well, let me just get it real quick. And Salakia, if you hear some noise in the background, I'm just driving. Just here in transit. Alright. Let me just get it. Alright, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Alright, and when you study this word, alright, and you go into history, and you go into a lot of these things, all right, you start to see that it's a lot of what's taught and a lot of what's celebrated in this world, especially here in America, aka Babylon the Great. All right, you see that it goes back to pagan worship. It goes back to some type of demonic seance or worship or some sort, and that's why it says rightly dividing the word of truth, because here it is, you get Christianity. All right, it'll teach you that Christmas was the time of, you celebrate the time of Jesus Christ, but then when you completely destroy that, well, then they just come at you with, well, just why can't you just do it for the kids? Why can't you just do it for the kids, for them to enjoy their, enjoy the festivities, and because these Christians, they have no defense. Okay, they're like the apostles. I've gone in a couple videos and have entitled I am for the defense of the ministry, the defense of the gospel. All right, and these Christians, they're not at the defense of the gospel. They're in defense of Satan. They're in defense of Esau, Edom, the damn devil. That's what these devils are in defense, because whatever Daddy Esau tells these people to do, that's what they do. All right, and these people do not do their own studying. They don't go to see if what they're hearing is true. Like they hear that, oh, Christ was born in Christmas, all right, and that you're supposed to, nah, man, You go into the history, you go into the history of Christmas, and you see that that's complete bullshit. You go into the Bible, you see that that's complete bullshit, man. All right, and if you got a problem with the language, then you just need to go ahead and just turn this video off, man. All right, because here at Great Millstone, we come at you unraw and uncut, man. All right, the spirit is turning up, and we ain't playing game with you with sissy boys no more, man. You know, that time of talking all nice and cool and collective to appease the people, man, is cutting out, man. All right, the mercy has been given. All right, the mercy of the Lord has been out there. All right, via this word, via this truth that's been pushed out by the Lord's men, the prophets. All right, and that the doors of repentance are closing real quick, man. And if you want to continue to follow along with these people, like we read in Exodus, and I'm gonna go back to that. If you want to continue to follow along with these people, then what is going to be done to you is going to be what it basically is going to be brought to you is death and nothing but destruction and judgment ultimately. All right, but let's read this again. Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." This is a commandment of the Lord. Okay, let me read that again. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. So here it is, you're calling yourself in this truth. You're saying that, oh, I believe in the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Shai, but you still celebrating Christmas because you just doing it for the kids, man. Or you follow, you a Christian, and you really don't believe so much in the Christian church because you kind of heard of some fallacies in their doctrine. So all you do is you just celebrate the holidays because it's something to do and it's fun. You have a good time, so you just want to continue in that festivities. You don't want people to look at you some type of way. Well, guess what? If you follow after a multitude to do evil, hey, what's going to come to you is that death, man. All right? What's going to come to you is going to be death, man. But now let's get into this point here because people, you get sometimes, we'll say that Christmas is not biblical, but the scriptures talk about Christmas, man. But let's see what the Lord said about this. All right, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1, it says, "Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." Now, who's the house of Israel? The house of Israel is talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and only those people, man. All right? Now, you're going to have people out there that are confusion of faces, which are people that look like so-called Chinese men, so-called Arabs, so-called white people that go back to the line of Israel. All right, so it doesn't necessarily mean you have to look like a stereotypical Negro, a stereotypical Latino, or a stereotypical Native American. All right, as long as your bloodline goes, that's why we always say this is through the Spirit. All right, you get the carnal people out there that say, "Oh, well, I look white," or "You look white." What are you talking about? That's You talking about yourself? No, man. You see, that's the carnality of these people, and that's the same reason why these people want to celebrate these pagan worship holidays, because these people are carnal. They're not spiritual at all. Okay? And so, like I said, the house of Israel is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces out there that go back to the nation of Israel. Okay? So the Lord is speaking unto you people out there, man. Okay? It says, verse 2, "Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So you see, that first part says, learn not the way of the heathen. Christmas is not a way of the Israelites, man. That is not a way of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the true power, the true names of the power in his only begotten Son. Christmas is not of them. Christmas is of man, predominantly the Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's where Christmas stems from. All right, and he's the one who pushes it. He made it into this, what it is now. All right, but like I said earlier, you go into the history and you see that it goes back to Babylonian worship, man. All right, do your own research, man. It says, "And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe. All right, so now if you have some type of imagination to yourself, close your eyes and hear this scripture again. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 3, and just imagine what you're about to hear. For the customs of the people are vain. It's not Christmas a custom of the people. We do it. These people do it every year. They celebrate it for a whole month, man. They start putting up decorations just right after Thanksgiving. Salakia. We got to get the hell up out of these damn bodies, man. All right, but it says, for the customs of the people are vain. All right, but like I said, envision this in your mind. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the works of the hands of the worksman, with the axe. Now, what is one of the main images of Christmas? I hate saying that damn word, man. But what? A Christmas tree. You know? A Christmas tree, man. And what is a Christmas tree? A Christmas tree is a tree that is grown in the forest. And what do? They go into the woods. Sometimes you'll have families, especially up north, which they'll go into a forest and they'll cut a tree right out of the forest, right? They'll leave a little stump for it can grow back, and they'll go and take it home, right? And what do they usually cut it down with? An axe. Which you go into that word axe, and it's nothing but a cutting instrument. So whether you use a saw, for you simpletons out there that want to get simple, whether you use a bandsaw, whatever kind of cutting instrument, that's what that's talking about there. All right, verse 4. And again, envision this in your mind. Now, we just got done reading about the cutting of the tree, right? So now let's read what they do with that tree. Verse 4, Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. And what did they do at the bottom of a Christmas tree when you put it in your house? You put it in that little cylinder, tree holder kind of thing. And what do you do back in the days? What they would do is they would get nails and they would hammer it down into that holder so that it would not tip over. Nowadays, you just have screws that you tighten up on the little base, and you tighten it up to hold the tree in place. And what do they do when they put those trees? What do they do with the trees? They decorate them. They put Christmas balls on them. All right, they put ribbons, gold. You know, here is going in particular with silver and with gold. All right, but you'll see people deck it out with whatever colors, man. Blue, silver, gold, red. You know, all different types of combinations of colors, but the predominant colors are usually silver and gold, man. So you can't tell me that this isn't talking about Christmas. And what is the Lord telling the Israelites to do? Not to follow the ways of the heathens, because these people's customs are vain. It has no value to it. There is no value. The Lord is not looking at you and saying, oh man, yes, they're celebrating Christmas again. They're giving me all praises. No, because when you celebrate Christmas, you're not giving praises to the Most High, are you? You're not afflicting your soul like most of the holy days that are written in the scriptures tell you to do. Matter of fact, you damn heathens have a damn feast. You have a damn feast with Christmas, man. All right, and let me get that real quick. That was Amos chapter 5, 21. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 21. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. And you see, you damn Israelites out there, man, you boneheaded Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you guys want to sit there and you want to do all this stuff in the name of the Lord. Well, guess what? The Lord despises these days, man. He despises Christmas, and anyone who's in the right spirit despises those days as well, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to wake the hell up and come out of the ways of this damn place, man. Let me get that real quick. And so lucky if I seem like I might be going a little bit over the place now, but I need to get these scriptures, man. All right, let me see if this is it. Maybe it's 21. Salakia, just bear with me, Akim. All right, Con, this is it. Revelation 18 and verse 4, and it says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." All right, now you read Revelations 18, you read Revelations chapter 17. I believe you also read Revelation 16, and you'll see that who that she is Babylon the Great, that whore that sitteth upon the beast. All right, that's who that she is here spoken of in Revelations 4. Or 18 and 4. All right, it says, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins." All right, meaning come out of this place spiritually, man. Don't follow the customs and the ways of these people, because it's all nothing but vain and wickedness, man. All right, you celebrating Christmas. You're basically spitting in the face of the Most High, man. All right, you're saying that his son was born in the dead winter, in the dead winter where everything is dead. You're saying that the Lord's only begotten son was born during the harshest times of the year, when really he was born in the springtime, man. When everything is starting to flourish, when everything is being born, man, when everything is given life. But you want to say that the Messiah was born in the dead winter when everything is dying around him? You people don't realize that you're associating the birth of the only begotten son, whose real name is Yahushua. You don't know that you're associating his birth with death, man. You see, that's the way of this devil. He'll paint it to you a nice, beautiful picture, man. But the paper you're drawing on and the canvas that he's drawing on is a vile and a vile, decrepit lie, man. And you people chew it up. Why? Because you follow after the ways of these damn heathens, man. That's why the Lord said in Revelation and in here in Jeremiah, follow not the ways of the heathen. And we read in Exodus, follow not a multitude to do evil. Because your ultimate end is you're going to be caught up with the sins of this place, and the Most High is going to put you to death along with these people, man. Okay? So let me read Jeremiah 10 and 4 again. "They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not." Verse 5, "They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good." All right, it says, "For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might." And that's basically it on that, man. All right, but you see that these people, this is what this is talking about, man. And what the Lord said at the beginning of this: learn not the way of the heathen, man. Stop trying to be involved with this Christian bullshit, man. Christianity is going to be the death of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You need to get right and get right with the Lord, man. All right, let me get one more, and I think I'm gonna close out on this. Let me see. What was it? Well, let me start at 23 here. Like I said, I'm gonna end out on this. This is Ezekiel 36, and I'm gonna start at verse 23, and it says, I will sanctify my. Well, let me start at 22. It says, Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen whither you went. So you see, you people have do nothing but profane the name of the Lord, man. Celebrating these wicked ass festival days, man. All right, the Lord is disgusted with you people out there, man. All right, it says, which ye have profaned among the heathen whither you went, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which you have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, saith Yahweh power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. Because Israel is going to be saved, man. The majority of you is going to die. 2/3 of Israel is going to die, but there's going to be an elect that is delivered, man. All right, verse 24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. So you see, the Lord is going to gather us up, man. He's going to get us up out of here, man. All right. This is why it's important to get yourself right, because you don't want to be a part of that number that gets destroyed, man. You want to be a part of that number that gets gathered by the Lord, man. Verse 25, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. And you see, that's what the Lord's going to do. Whether you get delivered or whether you get destroyed in the missiles, the Lord is, either way you look at it, he's cleansing you, man. And he's making you clean from all your filthiness. And from all your idols will he cleanse you. Because you see, the majority of you people who celebrate Christmas worship Serapis Christos, all right, which is who you people are calling Jesus Christ today. All right, go dig into the history of that. All right, verse 26, a new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh. All right, the stony heart talking about you hard-headed, bone-headed niggas, man. The Lord's going to take that away from us, man. And I will give you a heart of flesh, you know. So the Lord is going to give us a new heart, man. He's going to give us a new mind so that we can be perfect. He's going to put a new spirit in us, man. And it says, verse 27, and I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. So you see, we're not in the kingdom of heaven. We're not going to be doing this wickedness. We're not going to have Israelites celebrating Christmas. We're not going to have Israelites celebrating New Year's Eve. We're not going to have Israelites celebrating Easter or any other pagan holiday, Valentine's Day. We're not going to have none of that BS in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're going to have nothing but the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord and his spirit, man. That's what we're going to have in the kingdom of heaven. All right? But with that, you know, Lord willing, you brothers were edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Ruach Wadash. Until next time, brothers, I say Shalom.